Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a stock that broke out today and is ready to explode tomorrow. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions like we always do here on this channel right after the intro. Y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's get started right off the bat. We got the SPY over here. And as I told y'all in my last video, I told y'all that I am not bearish on the SPY. I explained to y'all that there was some buyers who stepped in to push the market higher. Overnight, there was this ascending triangle and it popped out at the open, and now we're consolidating. It's almost in that circle over here. I haven't touched anything. I think in the morning we're going to get there. Again, the price target for the SPY for the overall market is 46.40. All right, and the sooner we get there the better. So if you have some calls, this is definitely a hold. If you have some calls on the SPY, now the stock that broke out today and that is ready to make a huge move tomorrow, that stock is BNTX. All right, and BNTX, again, this one we've took a few trades in the past on this one. It's a good stock to trade. It's a pretty nice stock to trade. I like it. Now the pattern that I want to show you guys on this one is right there. If you change this thing to the 4-hour time frame and you zoom in closely right here, you can clearly see that there is a bullish pennant right on the chart right there. All right, and it broke out pre-market and then it retested again. These wicks, for all of you who are beginners, whenever you see wicks like this, these are buyers. All right, so the wick appeared, it retested, it held, and then noon came around and people started buying up some more, and then as soon as it broke 285, we got in with calls. Yes, I do have calls on this one. Where is this thing going to go? I definitely think that it's going to run all the way up to $315 tomorrow. It would be nice to see it tomorrow. It would be really, really nice, so I can like just take off some money and pay myself first. And then if it wants to go higher later, that's great. Could this move last more than one day? I definitely think it can. It's still trying to rebound from these previous lows. All right, and if you look on the left side up here, if you read up the news, you can clearly see that there is some news about the CDC recommending the vac for young children between the age of like 5 and 11. So it's there. The news is there. It's bullish. It showed up like in the after hours, and as you can see, after hours it's already up by like $10 since 285. All right, but it has more room to run, and plus the out of the money contracts are gonna get cheaper. Well, they're gonna get a little bit cheaper because a day has passed and data will be taken into account again. So just keep that in mind. So the cheaper the contracts are, the more gains there is to be made in a way. Yeah, so definitely keep this one on your watch list for a move up to 320 tomorrow. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. Again, for those of you who are new, we always do this here. If you have a stock of interest, definitely drop it in the comment section of the video. All right, now the first one is SOFI. All right, and in regards to SOFI, I don't think I've talked about this one too much actually. It had a tremendous move yesterday. Today is consolidating, and I don't think this move is done quite yet. I think that it's going to run all the way up to like 27, maybe 28. The reason why is because there is this giant flag right there that kind of broke out. It broke out like not too long ago. And also, again, I literally just told you, for all of you who are beginners, whenever you see these wicks right there, this is a dragonfly doji, right? Filled with buyers. I do expect this thing to open up at 23 and then maybe run to 24. All right, I'm not bearish on SOFI at all. The setup is there. It took a while to actually like get up to the top, but now the volume is kind of picking up, which is nice. Earnings is around the corner. Could we consolidate here? Maybe go to like 24 or 23.50 up to earnings, and then earnings is gonna decide its fate whether it wants to jump up or just stay at the same spot even. So again, any of these two could happen, any of these two scenarios. So that's my very honest opinion on SOFI. Long bias on the stock. The next one that we're going to address in this video, let's talk about RCL. Let's do a little recap on it. So RCL, again, I talked about travel stocks yesterday after the breakout following this flag, and it kind of retested that previous level of support right over here. As you can see, it dropped right there to that level, and buyer stepped in and pushed it even higher. I think it's gonna consolidate just a little bit towards $88, and then eventually it's gonna run to 91. I'm still bullish on cruise lines. So that's my very honest opinion on the stock. All right, wanted to do a recap on that one because some people asked about it in the comment section. The next one that we're going to address, somebody asked me to talk about SHAG. All right, and SHAG had earnings, and following earnings, it got demolished. It dropped by like 50%. This was, again, for people who got puts in there, congratulations. I know those puts printed a lot. The stock dropped by 47%. And whenever a stock drops by so much, so rapidly, fundamentally there is something a little shaky with the company. Like it's not a good time. Dropping 50% post earnings, it's gonna take a long time for the stock to recover. All right. If you take a look at the daily time frame, the daily chart right now, it's kind of it's this massive island gap reversal. You see the gap right here. There's a gap on the left, and then we got this whole island. This whole island to trap a lot of people going long. Again, this is pretty nasty. It's hard to predict when the gap down is gonna happen, right? If you see the left side, it's really hard to predict because it could have happened over here at this earnings. It could have happened right there on the 10th of October, right? So again, if you got puts on this one, congratulations. Where's it gonna go next? It's gonna keep slowly fading all the way down towards like $25, all the way in this region before we see some sign of life. This is not something that you want to dip by. If you dip by in this because you think it's such a great opportunity, I would just tell you to be careful. That's all I will tell you, because I'm not touching this thing. I'm definitely not touching this thing. So do you. That's my very honest opinion on the stock. The next one that we're going to talk about in this video, we're gonna talk about Plug. And in regards to Plug, it had a massive run. All right, it had a massive run following. I think there was something going on here. It's not okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there it is. There was this triple bottom, left, middle, and right, and then there was the run right there, and it just kept running and running. Right now, I would tell you that it's going to pull back a little bit towards $38 before it consolidates some more and gets into earnings. So a drop would be nice. Consolidation to earnings right there. Earnings is on the 8th or the 9th. Yeah, the 9th after hours. So earnings is gonna decide its fate. Again, don't gamble through earnings. I know it's very tempting, and I know you want to. You think that, oh, earnings is gonna push it up to $50 because it's been at $50 before, so why not? I think it might do it again. No, it's gambling. All right, it's gambling. You don't know what's going to happen, so manage your risk. If you're gonna hold through earnings, I'm not holding anything to earnings at all, and I'm just gonna be waiting on silence to see what happens with this stock. It's my very honest opinion on that one. If you made money on this move, just don't be too greedy. Like after hours, it's already down by 50 cents, and I think it's gonna go down some more. The next one that we're going to address in this video, that stock is ChargePoint. An update on ChargePoint. Congrats to anybody who was in this since like $24. There was some nice money to be made, right? The move was good. People made money. Great. And today wasn't such a good day. I wasn't expecting this massive dump right there. The I what I've seen, especially with this pattern, today was supposed to be the day where it goes up by $1, but instead it went down by $1. So which that's really frustrating. Again, I told y'all I took some money off yesterday at $26, left some in there just in case that actually happens. But when I saw this right there, this drop, I was a little skeptical. I didn't think it could quite pull it off, and plus I was on the way back from the gym. There was some traffic. I showed up at the office 10 minutes after the market opened, and then I realized that this thing was right over here, right there. It already tanked to like 24 to 24.60. So what I did was I took a lot more money off the table from this one and from Blink, because these two kind of move together right over here at $25. Because when this happens, this is usually the second chance that the market gives you. The market can be kind of generous. It's usually generous. It's not so cruel where it would just tank and slowly fade and fade and fade, especially after a massive move like that. So yes, the market does give second chances. So you have to be you have to be well aware that it happens, and you have to be you have to acknowledge it, and you have to take your money off the table. Or if you're losing, you have to take some of that money off. That way you don't experience a bigger loss. I do have just a little bit more calls on there, just a little bit, not a lot, just in case it behaves. The daily, not looking too terrible, not looking too terrible. The reason why I took those calls off also is because they expire on Friday. So could we see a little curl over here? Like, could it take a sweet time before retesting $26? We'll see. We'll see. But if tomorrow is slow, I'm just gonna get rid of it. If it's slow tomorrow. Alright. So that's my very honest opinion on that one. That's an update for anybody else who took that trade with us. Alright. Now, the last one that I want to talk about in this video. Somebody asked about FUBO. And regarding FUBO, there is a bull flag on the chart. It's right there. All right. There's a bull flag on the chart. It broke out yesterday on Thursday, and it ran again today. Not Thursday. Yesterday was Monday. All right. It broke out on Monday and ran again today. Here, right there at the bottom, wick. These are buyers. All right, preventing the stock from collapsing. It has more room to the upside. I think it can get to $36. I wouldn't be surprised to see that move tomorrow before it consolidates tomorrow. So a move like this, followed by consolidation to earnings, and then earnings is gonna decide its fate. I feel like earnings is gonna take it up to $38, and then eventually we will see 40. That's usually what tends to happen. The pattern on daily is actually pretty clean, so I'm not bearish on FUBO at all. So watch FUBO for that move, okay? Now, yeah, that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot, and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma, PATTERNOLOGY LAB. where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, alright? Enjoy the outro.